Okay, here I'm foam rolling the calf. And what I'm doing initially is just some general sweeps of the whole area, just to get a good feeling for any sensitive spots. Okay, if I find any, like just here where my gastrocnemius starts to merge into the Achilles tendon, okay, I'm then going to just spend a little bit of time just doing smaller movements around that area. Okay, what I could do is, by crossing my feet over, it acts as like a clamp on that area, and then just flex, so point and flex, or plantar and dorsiflexion, creating a shortening and lengthening of that muscle. Okay, when I'm doing this, what I'm doing is it's not really noticeable on the camera, but as I point my toes, which is our plantar flexion, I'm just easing the tension, and then as I then dorsiflex and pull my toes up, which is creating that stretch in the Achilles, I'm applying a bit more kind of pressure. Okay, I need to go back to long sweeps. Now, if I've got one or two areas that are a little bit more tense, I can repeat the same process. What I'm doing is I'm not just working straight up and down, I'm working all around those like sore areas. Do the same as well with the perineal muscles. Do the same again with the perineal muscles, which run down the outside of the shin here and wrap around the bottom of the ankle. Okay, if I've had an ankle injury, then quite often these muscles will kind of switch off, and you'll probably find that they're quite solid. Okay, so you just change the angle. So again, just working, nice long sweeps that muscle. Okay, again, little sensitive spot. So like a little trigger point just up there. So it's going to work little pulses over the top of it. And we'll do the same again when it comes to using a physio wand, or I use a rolling pin, so it only costs like £1.50. I'll use that for doing the calf. Then I'm going to use it to do the plantar fascia, which runs along the bottom of the foot. So quite often, if you've got Achilles tendinopathy, you might find that you also suffer some pain on the sole of the foot. So our Achilles tendon runs down and inserts on the calcaneus bone, so that's our heel bone. The plantar fascia runs along the sole of the foot and inserts here on the, like if you like, on the ball of the heel of the foot. But being in such close kind of proximity to each other, if you have an issue with one, quite often you'll find that you'll have an issue with the other. So I'm going to use my rolling pin to just do some rolling of the plantar fascia there as well. But you can use like a tennis ball or a hockey ball. That's what I normally use, but one of the kids has had it and goodness knows where that's gone. This is a stretch for the calf and the toes. If you can use wall, fantastic. I'm using the edge of a little bookcase here. Okay, so I'm bending the toes back and pushing them up towards the shin. Okay, if I bring my body weight forwards, really kind of accentuates that deep stretch there into the calf. And again, because I'm bending the toes back, I'm getting that nice stretch down through the fascia on the bottom of the foot. So with this stretch, we've got two little plates. what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those to elevate my toes. Okay, so automatically it's bringing my toes closer to my shins, which is again, that dorsiflexion is causing a lengthening of the Achilles tendon and also the calf muscles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend at the knees. So the knees are actually moving forwards, bringing or decreasing that angle at the ankle. So you're going to take it as far forward as you can, keeping the heels on the floor. And hold for 30 seconds. Next exercise, go looking at our ankle mobility, so ability to dorsiflex. So if you've got like deep squatting issues around the ankle, this is a really good exercise for that. So I've measured out 5 inches from the edge of the bookcase. The aim here is to keep the heel planted on the floor and to take the knee as far forward beyond the toes as it will go, and try to shorten that distance to the wall or bookcase. Okay, again, the knee to wall exercise we can progress and make more difficult by adding a resistance band. Okay, so in the example I've got here, I'm kneeling on the band, so I've created tension and then kneeling on it. If you've got a post or something you can anchor it to, fantastic. So the job of the band here is it's pulling back on the tibia, and then as I lean forward, okay, we've got the increased resistance here, pulling back through the joint at the front of the ankle here, so the talocrural joint. Taking that knee as far forward as I can, remember to keep that heel flat on the floor.